Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Rare Sense Thoughts on Blog Talk Radio. I'm your host, Harry Shade, and I'm so happy that you're with me today. Now, today is not going to be a specific theme. It's going to be random thoughts of Harry. Lots of things have been coming up here recently, and I thought I would just share some thoughts here and there. I haven't been on the air for a couple weeks because I've been doing training classes. I've been certifying life coaches, and so I've not been available to do the show at 10 a.m., and rather than do it later on in the day, I just kind of took a couple weeks off and just decided to do that. Anyway, I'm back, and I'm going to talk about, like I said, several things today. We'll see how this all works out. I'm going to be looking back and forth a little bit. I got some things on the screen and whatnot, and so, I won't always be totally focused on the camera, but that's okay. Listen, we had a wonderful guest last night on Marvelous Mondays with Harry and Phil. You can listen to the archives of our shows at www.marvelousmondays.info. But we had Mark Robert Waldman, co-author with Andrew Newberg of the book, How God Changes Your Brain. Incredible guest. He had some absolutely wonderful things to share with us. We even extend the show by half an hour, so I highly suggest you go take a listen. But here's 8 best ways to exercise your brain. And this came directly out of the book. We talked about some of these last night with Mark. But number 8 is to smile. Yeah, simply to smile. And I'm not going to get in depth in these things, but just kind of give you the top 8. So number 8 was smile. Number 7, stay intellectually active. Okay, yeah, exercising your brain, probably a good idea. Number 6, consciously relax. And I found there's some interesting things Mark had to say about that. And like I said, go listen to the show and get the book. Get the book and read it. There's kind of an esoteric intellectual side of it because Andrew is a neuroscientist, and the way Mark said himself, he's a neuromystic. But there's some really interesting things in the book, so I highly recommend you do it. Number 5, I think you're going to be interested about it. Number 5 is to yawn. Yeah, yawn. That exercise your brain. Number 4, meditate. Number 3, aerobic exercise. Okay, I get that one. Number 2, dialogue with others. And number 1 way to exercise your brain is faith. Now, what's interesting about that is he's not talking about religion here necessarily, but again, faith. And what do you have faith in? What do you believe in? And having that faith helps to exercise your brain. And again, Mark is a lot more eloquent at it than I am. The other thing you can do if you want to hear Mark also in action, there's 2 ways. Well, go to his website, and it is markrobertwaldman.com. That's his website. You can go to YouTube, and if you type in Mark Robert Waldman, his TEDx seminar that he did will come up. Wonderful thing. And then he has a wonderful interview with Tavis Smiley. So yeah. Go out and check How God Changes Your Brain. I think you really will like that. The other thing I wanted to talk about today, I'm going to get into now, is, it is National Foster Care Month. We had Amy Giabrano-Cangli on Marvelous Mondays a few weeks ago. That's one of her passions is, making sure the foster care system is doing what it should be doing for kids. Well, this is National Foster Care Month. And you can actually go to www.fostercaremonth.org to get more information about how you can help some foster children. You don't necessarily have to be a foster parent. There's ways of doing that. But also if you're thinking about adopting, living a fulfilled and balanced life, if you're looking at maybe adopting a child or so, really consider kids that are in foster care because they really could use a family and use your love. So that's another thing. So yeah, things have been going extremely well for me. I've got a new thing going with Axel Meyerhofer, my friend and business partner, called Success with Groups. And listen, if you're really looking to jumpstart your life, if you're looking to work with a group of people where you can support each other, have a synergy of the group, utilize teamwork, accountability, and allow it to be affordable, then you want to really consider do group coaching. If you've never done coaching before and you're just kind of curious about it, group coaching is a great way to kind of stick your toe, into the pool and see if the water's warm, see if you really like it. And so I really suggest, go out. We have a website, successwithgroups.net. Lots of video on there. We talk about things and information about our coaching programs, how they're unique, and how they can help you. So if you're really looking to do something for you, really consider getting some coaching, whether it's individual or group coaching. It does work. It is a wonderful way of, again, living your life the way you want to live it, and to be, do, and have all the things that you say that you would like to have in life. So, yeah, wonderful stuff with that. But, yeah, so consider doing that for yourself. One other thing I want to talk about today, something happened yesterday evening, and remember, I'm all about, again, living a fulfilled and balanced life. And one of the ways I think you can do that is to be more open-minded about things. The more open-minded that you are, the more that you're willing to go out and learn about new things, okay? And open-mindedness, is a two-way street. What was interesting is I had some people stop by the house last night, a couple of religious people going around, and basically they were sharing their faith. And we got into discussion about things. And one of the things that struck me about the conversation was the fact that the gentleman that was talking to me kept asking me to be open-minded. He must have said that about 4 times in about a 10-minute span, that I should be more open-minded. And yet, whenever I would talk to him and it wasn't something that resonated with him, he would completely close down and then turn around and say to me again, you should be more open-minded. And at one point I finally said to him, I said, well, you keep asking me to be more open-minded, and yet you're not. You're not willing to be. Every time I contradict anything you're saying, you kind of come back in a more of aggressive mode and wanting to show me things and, prove to me your point of view, but yet not wanting to listen to what I had to say. So that's something, ladies and gentlemen, sit back and think about it sometimes, about how or whether you're being open-minded when it comes to things. Well, I'm going to take a quick break here, as I do, and we're going to split this in half, and we'll be back after this.